Hi team, we're back again. It's Cashley and Leisha, and today we wanted to talk to you about something that is a little extraordinary. So, this word, extraordinary, you use it all the time. You use it every day, but have you ever really looked at what it means? What's the actual definition?
Extraordinary is beyond what is usual, normal, or beyond what is ordinary.
So we've all felt ordinary before. We know what that's like, to feel like you have an ordinary job and an ordinary bank account, an ordinary income, just kind of an ordinary day. Nothing really feels special about it. Nothing's very inspiring about it, right? Like we've all felt like that before. But when you think about the word extraordinary, and we just heard that definition, it is about something extra. There's something extra to make it more than ordinary. So that's kind of what we wanted to talk to you about today.
So, if you want to live an extraordinary life, you have to start doing that little bit of extra that's going to make you an extraordinary person.
There are a couple books by Malcolm Gladwell. He wrote The Tipping Point, which is a really great book, but also his latest book, Outliers, where he talks about that someone to become a master needs to put 10,000 hours of focused attention into something to become a master at whatever that is. Now, I'm not saying to put 10,000 hours into this business. If you did, you would definitely be a master, but that is an example of the kinds of things that you need to do. That puts the extra in the ordinary.
You can't just expect to put in an hour at Beachbody once a week and have people just flocking to you to sign up, right? Not gonna happen. You have to put in some work sometimes, and the more extra time that you put in and the more extra hard that you work, that's really what's going to pay off, and that's when you get your extraordinary results, and that's when your miracle moments start happening.
Now, if it feels a little uncomfortable for you to start being an extraordinary person, maybe one of the things you should start trying is leading with your why. If you get passionate and you lead with that why and you know what that why is, it's a lot easier to, number one, put in the extra work, and then it's easier to have that extraordinary result.
So, some ideas of some extra things you can start doing in your life to start getting extraordinary results are, first of all, I would say invite everyone. I know you hear that all the time, invite, 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 but really you can't hear it enough. And I know it can be scary for some people, right? Like, ooh, how do I approach a complete stranger, or even this person I know a little bit but not well enough to bring that up with them, right? Really, you can bring it up with anyone, and people, you'll be blown away. Most people don't get offended. They're not going to have a problem with you. They'll be thankful that you've shared that information with them, to be honest, right? And just think of it this way. It's a service you have to offer someone. Everyone can benefit from this service, right? And by you not telling people about it, you're just doing them a disservice.
Another thing you can do is identify and then develop a niche for yourself. Yes, we always want to emulate what is working. So you always want to look at the top coaches and see what are they doing right. But you need to have your own flavor to be extraordinary. So find your niche and run with it. Talk to one of your leaders about helping you to identify what your niche is. Maybe they have some ideas for you that you can't see.
Another great thing is to put yourself out there into the world, right? That can be scary as well, but people love seeing you on your journey. Be real. Don't be ashamed to just open yourself up, and when you've had a day where you haven't been able to restrict yourself as much, and you ate a little too much, who cares? Everyone does, right? You're human. Yeah. This one here. But if you put that out there, people are going to gravitate towards that and be like, yeah, me too. Work on your own fitness, your own nutrition, and share that with everyone, and they'll just gravitate towards you.
And lastly, personal development. If you continue to develop yourself into a leader, then people are going to take notice of that. Every leader started out not as one, and they had to develop themselves into one. So I would take time every single day for personal development. I take 20 minutes as soon as I get up to do personal development every day, and then sometimes at night before bed I'll even read some books or listen to some really great podcasts. In a nutshell, we just want you to be passionate and find what that little extra you can do to be extraordinary, so you can start getting extraordinary results.